This is what I do to get around about 20 to 30 highly qualified leads every single week. Now, these are not random inquiries. These are people who are actually trusting me before they even speak to me. Now, the weird thing is that it's not complicated to implement these types of things because most businesses don't just do it properly. They just don't know how to implement a system whereby you can generate a consistent number of leads every single week. And at some point in time, I didn't either. And for a long time, I didn't know this because before this, it was inconsistent. The number of leads, some weeks were busy, other weeks were I used to get nothing. And that's quite frustrating because when you start questioning everything, you start wondering what's actually going on. Is it the ads? Is it the offer? Is it the market? And you end up blaming everything under the sun except looking at your own systems. But the real issue was a lot more simpler than that. And even I thought that, hey, it's going to be complicated to fix this. I was relying on just one source of getting customers, and that in itself was unstable. So one thing I did was to change all of that. Instead of having one source of customers or where my leads are coming from, I implemented 3 ways to get customers. And in this video, I'm going to show you what all 3 ways are and what worked for me and what didn't. And I'm also going to show you, point you to a quiz that you can do to test your own marketing efforts. It's a 60-second quiz and it'll give you everything that you need to know about your marketing. So guys, before I do carry on, if you do like this sort of content about getting more leads into your business, getting more customers into your business, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because I create this sort of content every single week to help business owners, marketing managers to get more leads and cut your costs. I also discuss different types of ways you can start marketing your business. So let's get on with the show. The first thing I implemented was an organic strategy. Now this is where people find you without paying every single time. So they're looking for your services and they can find you and you don't need to pay every single time. And what I mean by that, examples of this is Google search, when people go to Google, or Google Maps for when people are looking for a local business, your website, your content, your anything, the sort of content I'm producing now. Right, this is organic. I'm not paying for you to watch this content, or I'm not paying the platform to show you this content. Now, I'll be honest, organic is slow. It's a bit like a marathon. You don't post something today and suddenly you're going to get leads flowing into your business. Organic doesn't work this way. And that's why most people quit too early. But when it starts to work, what it does, one essential thing it does, is it builds something called trust. People see you more, and they see more than once, they start recognizing your name, and they start feeling confident in reaching out to you. And over time, you're not paying for every single lead. You've built something that keeps working in the background 24 hours, 7 days a week. If you ignore this, you'll always be chasing your customers. Now, the second thing I implemented within my own business, I implemented something called a paid strategy. Now, even a small daily budget made a massive difference to my business because this is the thing. Paid means using platforms such as Google Ads or Facebook ads, or as they're now called, Meta ads. So this is where speed comes first. So it's not like organic, which takes time, it's speed. If you want more leads, you can just press the button and you'll instantly start getting more leads very, very, very quickly. I can turn on this paid ads and get inquiries coming through into my business within days. Paid is like a sprint instead of a marathon. So if you think about organic, it's a marathon, it takes time, but when it gets there, you start getting a consistent number of leads into your business. But paid is a sprint. You start getting the results fast. But here's where most businesses go wrong. They try it once, it doesn't work, and they write it off. Because most of the time, it's not the ads. And that's a misconception. It's the message which is not matching what people are actually searching for. It's the offer that is not being clear, or it's a page which doesn't build trust so that people can convert. People don't look at the page and say, I can trust this company. Because even with paid, if there is no trust, people just don't take action. Now, once that's fixed, paid becomes predictable and generate you a consistent number of leads every single day. Hey guys, quick one. Here's a quick one. If you're not sure about your marketing and whether you're doing the right things or not, I've put together a free marketing health check quiz. It shows you exactly what you're doing right, where your strengths are, and where you're potentially losing leads. You're going to get instant feedback, and it only takes 60 seconds to fill in the quiz. If you want to take advantage of it, there'll be a link in the description below. Click on it and take the 60-second marketing health quiz. Now let's get on with the show. Now the third and final strategy I implemented, and this is the one that most businesses completely overlook, and it's called an earned strategy. And what an earned strategy is, it's where your best leads usually come from. What I mean by that is referrals, reviews, word of mouth, and most importantly, your email list. So these are people who already know you, people who have already interacted in some shape or form with your business. And I'll be honest, I used to ignore this one completely, right? We get leads, we collect their details, and then we move on. No follow-ups, no reminders, no relationship building. And that's where most businesses are losing money. You're sitting on a pot of gold, your email database, for example, but usually it ends up in an inbox and there's no follow-up, there's no automation, because those were people who were already interested. Now, by keeping in touch with these people through automated systems and so on, we stay in touch with them, we do follow-ups, we send value, we build trust over a period of time. And this is what happens. When they're ready, they come back to you. Not because you've chased them, but because they now trust you. So the best part is we've done all of this by using some super inexpensive, affordable automated systems, which does all this for us, all the email nurturing, the follow-ups on autopilot 24 hours, 7 days a week. So you can then combine all three of these strategies, which is paid, organic, and earned. And that's where things start to change. And the way it changes is that paid gives you speed, organic gives you stability, earned builds you trust and starts bringing people back into your business. And suddenly leads don't feel random anymore. They feel consistent. They feel better quality because people already know who you are. If your leads feel they're going up and down right now, then there's a good chance that you're relying on one of the sources only. To fix that, you need to be using multiple sources, and you need to make sure that you're being covered in paid, organic, and earned. And if you want me to look at your business to show you exactly what you're missing out on, then why not just book a call? Either myself or a member of our team will get in touch with you and we'll tell you exactly what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and where you're leaving money on the table. I'll walk through it with you properly. Or if you prefer, just take the quiz in the link below. It takes 60 seconds and it'll give you a full instant report. Guys, I hope you like this video, and do remember to subscribe to the video. I look forward to seeing you on another show. Goodbye for now.